Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So as the thumbnail suggests, we are going to be taking a look at Taskmaster. Recently I have been just like casually trying to have fun with the game and actually using the champions that I enjoy using, and just having a bit of fun in the Realm of Legends and in some other places. And before we get to the 90-second Realm of Legends Wolverine kill, which I promised in the thumbnail, we're going to be checking out a couple more fights that I did personally enjoy myself. Now obviously with Taskmaster, he has a fairly tricky playstyle, and there are some times when you might not necessarily be able to execute all of the combos and combo strings perfectly, but sometimes when you do manage to do everything as you're supposed to do, it's just super enjoyable to watch. Initially I was actually just kind of planning to release a video where his exploit weakness gets kind of like chained up in a clip, and that would also be extremely fun. But I think this will kind of like drive the point a bit better at home. Even in these fights I will make some mess ups, like here I eat last 2 hits of that level 2, which is kind of annoying, and I do need to start up building my concussions once again. But once that gets achieved, when that is done, we're going to see a tiny bit of magic that's approaching extremely shortly. So as the main goal of Taskmaster, basically I'm just trying to build to 5 concussions, and then ideally how my exploit weakness set to level 1. And as soon as I get that, if I do have crossbone synergy mainly, I can just kind of like loop span these level 1s. Ideally you want crossbones and Hawkeye synergies active for that, because crossbone synergy is the one that gives you extra power back, and Hawkeye makes your specials unblockable. And here we have seen absolute meltdown of that Rhino. We looped in multitudes of level 1s, and his health just disappeared in moments. And we're gonna see something quite similar to majority of the health in Scarlet Witch fight. The end of it might not be as smooth. For a full synergy team, I am also using Black Widow Deadly Origins. That kind of like gives me the extra debuff and slightly increase my damage output. And also White Magneto House of X, as he's called now, because he gives my exploit weakness damage basically 40% more damage to that. So that is also super helpful. So I am running full-on Taskmaster synergy team for fun, so obviously it will not be practical always, but here we can certainly see that once you do get to loop those level 1s, it's so satisfying and so fun. And we can see that basically within one short burst, all of Scarlet Witch health has all but disappeared. Now I do have to restart building him up. For anybody interested, I do have like a full-on Taskmaster guide on this channel as well. I uploaded it a while ago, but it is still perfectly valid, perfectly workable. Everything is kind of up to date with that as far as I believe. And yeah, so here we can see that we are 70 hits in against Scarlet Witch. We are nearing the finish. So here I'm just exploiting a bunch of light hits. Those are also very satisfying, very easy to exploit. Unfortunately there I did push myself to level 3 instead of level 2. If I had managed to drop that level 2 in time, the fight would have been over. But here you can see me drop level 3, but level 3 also exploits weakness, so we got that additional damage. Scarlet Witch goes down quite quickly, 95 hits, but that's a Taskmaster with no suicide masteries, no nothing. But now the promised Wolverine fight. So I want to start this fight quite carefully. I do not want to hit him too much. Whilst I am not reducing his ability accuracy too much, I do not want to give him overly kind of like high chances of triggering those regions. But here we can see that we are up to 4 concussions now. I dropped my level 1, and we're gonna get into our rhythm just in a second. So at this point I'm starting to loop my level 1, and we can see first level 1, his health is all but disappearing. Second level 1, now I want to bait his level 1 out, gain some more power myself, and restart the process. And we're gonna go for another level 1 in a second, and at this point he's already at 36% health. However, my kind of like mega concussion has fallen off, so I want to very carefully rebuild the concussions. However, at this point in the fight, his ability accuracy gets reduced passively quite heavily as well, so he doesn't have too much chances to trigger that regeneration. and I just basically need to be quite careful with my hits. And now it's the beginning of the end for the video, and Wolverine is down. It's 65 hits and he is done and finished. So that will pretty much do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons, and let me know what you guys think about Taskmaster. See ya.